Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Grabe yung nangyayari sa US, talagang pahigpit ng pahigpit. Ang gobyerno doon sa immigration, no? Ang bago pong balita, ititigil daw ang immigration from a list of 19 third world countries. Hindi po kasama yung Pilipinas. Yahoo! Okay? Pero bago yan, okay, huwag kayong magtakang ba't US ang pinag-uusapan ko. Di bale, i-relate natin yun sa Canada in just a bit. Ito yan, no? In-announce a few days ago na ang gobyerno ng US i-review, okay, re-examination of green card holders from 19 countries of concern. I assume this is the same list of 19 countries na ngayon ay ipatitigil na ang pagtanggap ng mga immigrants mula sa mga bansang yan. Okay. Pero pati yung mga nanggaling na doon na green card holders na sa US, i-review daw ang kanilang status. Okay? Bakit ako naging interesado dito? Dahil, syempre, ang equivalent po sa green card holders dito sa Canada ay yung mga PR. Okay, PR. Kaya ito na naman ang malikot kong isip. Sabi ko, oh my, mangyayari din kaya ito sa Canada? I know these are two very different countries. Okay, pero I am sure hindi ako nag-iisa sa nag-iisip niya na parang posible bang mangyari yun? Lalo na dahil, sa climate ngayon ng immigration o sentimiento ng tao tungkol sa immigration ngayon dito, 'di ba? Mainit ang mata ng mga locals sa mga newcomers lalo na. Okay? So, yan ang ating pag-uusapan in this episode. Are permanent residents safe from changes in immigration policy? Maliban, syempre, sa pinag-iinitan ng immigrants dito, surveys are saying over the past year, actually, pataas ng pataas yung bilang ng mga Canadians na gustong bawasan ang tao dito. Okay? So, dahil dyan, ang dami-daming immigration policy changes. At okay, I know, even PRs, some are worried, ano ba to, sana maging citizen na ako, baka later on, mapunta na sa paghihigpit sa mga PRs. Okay? So that is what this episode is about. Are we safe, PRs? Okay. Well, generally speaking, yes. O, sasabihin ko na agad sa inyo, no? Meron po akong i-share sa inyo na pre-recorded interview with our suke, Attorney Lou Dangzalan, wherein I asked him about these things. Generally speaking, we are safe from the tightening of immigration policy. Except na lang, syempre, kung kayo ay may gawing serious crime. Okay? Kahit na permanent resident po kayo, there are grounds, okay, na pwedeng maging dahilan para ika-deport ninyo, para makansela ang inyong PR. But as long as hindi kayo mapunta dyan sa ganyang sitwasyon, you are safe. Yan lang naman po. Yan ang gist ng ating interview with Attorney Lou, which I will play for you now. The topic is, are PRs safe from everything that is happening, the policy changes na nakikita natin sa immigration in Canada? Because siguro hindi natin ma-blame din kahit PR na. Sabihin nila, ano ba yan? Parang gusto na nila paalisin yung mga tao dito, lahat ng non-citizens. Technically speaking, hindi naman talaga citizens ang PRs. Should they be worried too? Dapat ba magmadali na sila maging citizen kapag pwede na?
Well, I always encourage people to apply for citizenship as soon as they are eligible because even if the name says you're a permanent resident, it doesn't mean that it is permanent. Diba? Kumbaga kung levels of confirmation, merong confirmed at merong confirmed. Diba? So, itong permanent resident, permanent yung status mo as resident, hindi mo kailangan mag-renew ng visa, but in fact, you're still subject to the rules set under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, specifically those provisions that concern inadmissibility. So, bigyan kita ng example. I think na napag-usapan na natin to before. Pagka PR ka, tapos na-charge ka at na-convict ka ng driving under the influence or impaired driving in Canada, that is a serious crime.
Mhm.
And serious crimes usually are meted out with inadmissibility findings kung temporary resident ka. Kung PR ka naman, pwede kang i-refer sa Immigration Division for an inadmissibility hearing. So, ibig sabihin, yung pagiging permanent resident mo ay pwede ma-revoke
Yeah.
at pwede mag-commence ng removal proceedings against you. So, in other words, nothing is truly permanent until you get your citizenship. So, fair yung sinabi mo kanina na should I be applying for citizenship? If you intend to stay in Canada for good, yes, because that's why there is naturalization. And even more importantly, if you become a citizen, if you choose to move temporarily to a different country or even permanently, you get to keep your Canadian citizenship, diba?
Yeah, oo. Okay, so I guess safe ba isipin, Luna, kung PR ka, wala ka namang intensyong gumawa ng krimen, okay? Kahit gaano pa maghigpit pa more ang Canadian immigration, okay? We are relatively safe. Just make sure you are on your best behavior. Ganon.
Okay. Relatively safe compared to, say, for example, those seeking permanent status. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, kasi you're literally one step away from becoming citizen. Totoo naman yun. Pero at the same time, this is considering policies staying the same, right? We don't really know what the policy changes could be like several years from now. For example, did you know before 2015, driving under the influence was not a serious crime? It's a crime. It was a crime, but it wasn't a serious crime that would lead to inadmissibility. Ang history niyan kasi yung legalization ng marijuana use for leisure purposes, diba? Hindi lang medical marijuana. So everyone could buy it. So one of the things that they were concerned about was going to be impaired driving. So tinaasan nila yung penalties for that as a preventive measure. So para siyang give and take, diba? So ang immigration impact niya is obviously if you're not a citizen, you could be removed from Canada.
Alright. Okay. Ako naman, honestly, I'm coming from two ideas kasi, no, kaya ako rin naisip gawin tong topic na to. First, the issue of mass cancellation. If Bill C-12 is to be passed, one provision there says that even existing immigration documents could be cancelled. A PR could be cancelled in my mind, diba? So parang iniisip ko, dun kaya rin gagamitin yun. So that's
PR
one thing.
is not a document. So most people would associate their permanent resident status as regards dun sa validity ng PR card nila. Kasi IRCC only issues PR cards every 5, valid lang siya for 5 years, diba? So kung valid siya ng 5 years, tas hindi mo na rin yung ibig sabihin ba wala ka ng PR? The answer is no.
All right.
Your PR is something that is innate to your status in Canada.
Okay.
And the document itself is just proof that you are a permanent resident in Canada.
Then that's good. So you do not see Bill C-12 being used in any way against PRs, do you?
Right now, with the current iteration, wala pa naman ata ako nakikitang super nefarious that would affect permanent residents. But again, we don't know what the policies will be like kasi until now, nininego yan sa House of Commons, diba? So we don't know.
Okay.
We will see.
And another point, kaya ako naiisip, just a few days ago, ito naman, alam ko, it's in the US, okay? Pero whatever is happening in the US, minsan iniisip natin sa Canada, mangyayari din kaya, diba, dito? US President Donald Trump, the White House announced that they will be ordering a review of all green cards issued sa specific countries. And I think hindi naman yata kasama Pilipinas. So no, I have to update myself, but I don't think so, not right now.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, oh my God, mangyayari din kaya yun? Kumbaga, PR ang equivalent yan dito. With the immigration policy continuously being reviewed, do you think it will ever reach that point as well? Sabihin na natin, baka may targetin din sila mga bansa. Hopefully, hindi na makasama yung Pilipinas dyan. Ano? Do you think Canada will go to that extent?
We always have to remind ourselves na ibang bansa ang US sa atin, ibang bansa ang Canada. I don't think this will stand the a potential constitutional charter challenge if they ever discriminate on the basis of national origin. That is against the charter. I can already see how the Supreme Court is going to rule in that regard. So that's the first point. So would it happen in Canada? Could an attempt be made? Potentially, yes. I mean, there are certain rooms for maneuver naman when it comes to the Minister for Immigration designating certain nationals of certain countries for extra security screening.
All right.
Diba? Merong provisions under the law that allow for that. But, it has to be balanced din talaga. That it needs to be charter compliant. Whatever's happening in the US, I'm not an immigration lawyer, nor am I a lawyer in the US. So I'm not going to go into the particulars of it. But if it were in Canada, it won't pass the smell test of our charter.
Okay. Okay, there you have it. Okay, basta on good behavior tayo. We are good. And then hopefully, if you do plan to become a citizen here, mag-apply na agad kayo ng citizenship ninyo. Diba? Why not? It won't hurt naman. Huwag nyo lang paghindayin pa. Hindi ba? Anyway, that is it. I will end this episode here. If you have other questions related to this topic, put them down there in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!